Okay, so it's been however many days now, and I thought I would give it a little update on the Vivarium just because I've been watching it super closely, and there have been some things. So I guess okay. Well, first of all, I am getting my cleanup crew soon. I have somebody who can get me some springtails. Tomorrow I'm picking up some powder, the orange powder blue isopods from someone, and then I'm gonna order the rest from Northern Reptile Feeders. So that's going to be all in there soon, and then I can add in, I don't know where it is, oh, here it is, the leaf litter. I got mostly oak leaves, but I thought it might be fun to also have some guava leaves. I know like the different types of leaves can have different benefits. Mostly I like guavas. They're probably one of my favorite fruit, so I thought that'd be kind of fun. So cleanup crew is happening this week. Gonna have so many bugs, but plants have been a whole thing. So I did move something around a little bit. So I did have some the Ficus pumila in the back, and I still have two in back corners right there. Is that gonna focus? And the intent is to get them to grow up the cork on the sides. But then there were two others that were kind of down there, and I just didn't think it made sense. So I put one up here in this area so that it can kind of grow along this tree fern fiber panel, I hope. And then another one I put in the back there. So hopefully that can kind of grow along the back. I thought it'd be nice to give it a head start. What else is new? I did add this bromeliad. Initially I was going to try to like properly mount it to the tree fern fiber panel, but it's just so high up and so close to the screen that it's kind of awkward. So I really just have the moss that it came in kind of wedged in to this like nice like natural crevice. So that should work okay. Now you may have seen some of the issues I'm having. This pothos leaf, it's all like black on the edges, and it happened really quickly. So I was worried that maybe, okay, it can be one of three things. It could be overwatering, underwatering, or even just getting scorched from being so close to the light. It's like, that's pretty close. So it happened to three leaves here. This one, and then this poor new leaf never had a chance. I'm so sad. And then pothos back here. There's a little bit of it. I swear it's getting worse. So I need to figure out which of the above it was. This soil does feel, it was like pretty dry yesterday, and so I did water it a little bit. I do have a smaller watering can and also a smaller spray bottle now, so I can kind of target specific plants. It is possible that I overwatered it when I first put everything in, just because I was nervous about all the transplanting and I'd heard that was a good idea. This pothos, this leaf is also, oops, got that kind of browning at the edge, so maybe this one's been overwatered too. You know what, I can check if there's any. Okay, so it's got good drainage. That's one thing I like about this Meganite planter. The two ones I have built into the backdrop where the other pothos are, there's actually like a ton of drainage too. I made sure that the way I put the foam in, there was like a space for the net pots to drain out if necessary. So that's good. I'm glad I did that how I did, but I can't as easily just like take the plants out. So I don't know. I hope these are going to be okay. I just have to kind of wait and keep an eye on everything. I'm worried about the humidity being maybe too high. Right now it's at 85, and I need to like make sure that I get the right humidity cycle. A substrate like this holds humidity a lot better than like the paper towel I'm using in the current enclosure. So that's something. But yeah, I need to make sure that's actually like properly drying out during the day, and if it isn't, address that. So yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I'm gonna have to keep keeping an eye on these poor pothos. It makes me so sad because they were doing so well before. Golden pothos is beautiful. I'm a big fan. Yeah, what else? There's this one leaf on the marble pothos that had a like overwatering brown spot since I got it, and it got bigger, and so I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm just gonna cut that off and then just put it in the bottom. So then I guess that's a fresh leaf for the cleanup crew. This poor Dracaena is all dirty because of all the messing around I was doing up here. Man, that bromeliad's so cool. I just love the different colors in this. What else? I did put in the feeding ledge. I think I'm gonna have it here. I do also have like the one from the current tank. So what I might do is I might have one of them is like a water bowl and one of them is a feeding ledge. So I could put one somewhere like, even like up here would be fine. The water bowl, I'm less worried about being somewhere that the gecko feels as safe, but feeding, I like it to be sheltered. So especially as this Dracaena grows, hopefully this will be nice and tucked away. I did also pick up some parlor palms today. I probably won't get all of this in, but I think at some point I would like to have little parlor palms poking up all over. So if I can find a spot in the back to plant one, that would be kind of cute, or a couple, just because they're so cute. Angelica and Carter both have them in their vivariums, and I just love the, I don't know, the texture. And I don't have a lot of small plants, right? I have a lot of just like big guys. So I would be, yeah, put some up there, maybe even here. The Buddha nut I've moved to back there. It like seems like a good spot. And I have this piece of driftwood I kind of was trying to make work somewhere, but I can't decide. There's also a branch that I have in the current tank that I'm going to put, I think in here, and I think I found a nice way to like put it from here to here in like a way that won't fall. So hopefully I can make that work, just because I want a good way to climb across, especially before the pothos really grow in, because I also can't have them grow in too much. But if there's like a nice bridge there, that'd be good. Okay, I guess that's it for updates. Oh yeah, and then I also have this coconut hide that is gonna hang somewhere. I haven't decided yet. Oh man. So this is like, it's technically pretty close to being done in a lot of ways, but I still like feel like I have so far to go. So, I don't know. That's that. Dead, like, new leaf from the pothos, because I was like, you know what, that's just sad to see. And actually, it's only like the outer bit that's kind of crispy. So that's something. Now, I did just do some Googling, and I found that there are actually, I don't know, I saw a picture of somebody else whose leaves were browning at the edges in the exact same way that mine were. And the people on the forum said it was underwatering, which honestly, because of the way that this tank is shaped and how I wasn't necessarily watering things in the best way before, I actually kind of believe. So what I've done just now is I kind of added a bit more cocoa fiber to all the pothos, just because, I don't know, I felt like I didn't have quite enough substrate in those before, and I was worried that some roots were exposed. Okay, these ones are, okay, so I think it might be underwatering, even though some of these brown spots look like overwatering, but this could also be like, oh, man, plants are so hard. Okay, and then I've got this creeping fig here that also looks terrible. I have this little plastic stake, and the tree fern fiber kind of is a guide to help it grow up there. And I don't know, I had some more cocoa fiber there. I know that's not like a real substrate, but I'm out of real substrate, so it at least kind of helps to cover the roots. But I don't know, I hope this is okay. And I looked up like this kind of like crispiness to the leaves, and the curling I think is more of an underwatering thing. So I think despite the fact that this thing has been at like insane humidity levels for so long, what is it now? I think some of the plants themselves, 87, have not been getting enough water. So I don't know. I'm still gonna be freaking out about this, but I just did even more Googling, and I found people talking about it being from too much light. So I think actually my light might be a problem too. So I don't know. One thing I know for sure is that once I get the shelf for the vivarium, I'm probably going to take the mounting brackets for the light and just mount it on the shelf right above the one that the tank is on, so that there's like a few more inches of space, and hopefully that'll make the light less intense. So I have to actually order that soon. But man, how come everything that can go wrong with a plant like all ends up looking the same way? This is so hard.